Hey, what's going on, crypto people? It is your boy, the Crypto Siege, with another day in the life and the crazy life that is the digital asset space. What is going on, guys? Happy Monday. What did I just see? Came across something I find to be very, very interesting. We're going to talk about that without question. I'll wait for some more people to get on the stream here. Wow, that is really, really exciting stuff. John C is in the building. Hey, C, what's up with you, John? Good to see you this morning. Interesting. Gator the Pimp's in the building. What's good with you? XRP Gals here. What's up? How are you, miss? Swayze is in the building. What's good, my dude? Yeah, interesting article I came across this morning. Very interesting article. Someone in the Telegram chat actually posted that. Let me see who it is or who it was. Let's see. Good to see you. Cadillac's in the building. How are you? Antonio Brown. Yo, Afghanistan is in the house. What's good, Afghanistan? Shout out to all my fellow military personnel, men and women. Thank you for your service. Let me see if I can't find that. It's a good day to be in the digital. There it is. Sam Harrison posted something. That's not who I got it from, though. I got it from someone else right before that. Sam Harrison posted it. Anyway, yep, it was someone else in the crypto, in the Telegram chat as well. So, absolutely. John C., can you link the article? Absolutely will. We'll definitely do that. It actually looks like, the initial one was in Yahoo, finance.yahoo.com. I couldn't find, I don't know why I couldn't find it, but I couldn't find it. It didn't come up when I searched it. Another one came up from PR Newswire, so I'll share that one in the stream. Without question, John C., I'll definitely do that. How are you guys doing this morning? Tebow's in the building. Tebow_XRP. Tebow approves. Crypto Cajun is here. What's up, Crypto Cajun? XRP Lava's in the building as well. Wow. Rod Hop is in the building. Guys, I tell you, it's a good day. It looks like it's a green stream too, right? Looks pretty much like a green stream. I tell you, this Marshall Islands thing, we're gonna have to go back to our boy, part of the family, Ponda John, who after we shared his an article about the mass adoption strategy of XRP, hopped on the stream, and then we checked out another article. I don't know if we went into depth about his other article, but it looks like that article is now coming to fruition as well. So we're going to cover that also. Man, some really good stuff. Some really good stuff. So Marshall Islands to power world's first national digital currency. And then Ponder, he did a Medium article dated February 20th. Central bank digital currencies, more than a micronation experiment. I think I went over this in the stream, but he was referencing this article, Marshall Islands, a third nation, and what they were going to be doing with their currency called the Sovereign, short for Sovereign, SOV, and it's short for Sovereign is a utility. It's short for Sovereign. It is a utility-driven digital asset. And so we got some news on what blockchain. We got some news on what blockchain this thing is going to be on, guys. So, whoa. And I believe some of us might happen to own some of this digital asset as well. So this is really exciting. XRP Benno is in the building. What's good with you? XRP Noob to the Moon. How you doing, my friend? Good to see you. Good to see you. What else we got here? Who else we could check in? I think I mentioned everyone that checked in. So this is some really interesting stuff, guys. I got to tell you, guys, don't forget to smash the likes on the way in. If you haven't had a chance to do that yet, just collapse the chat, go smash the like, and then come back and hang out. This is going to be an interesting read because I titled this stream, "Did the IMF just get the green light to custody digital assets?" Because remember that Ross Leckow said that, remember when that question came up? He was on stage with Brad Garlinghouse, and the question came up, would the IMF ever hold a digital asset? And he stumbled, Ross Leckow, the attorney from the IMF, stumbled and mumbled and was very, very cautious. And he said, the only way for us to be able to do that is a nation would have to have a digital currency as their own digital currency in order for us to do that. Because he said, would the IMF ever add or custody a digital asset, right? And this possibly is the green light. And I believe this is exactly what Ponder John was referencing as well. I really do believe that. So we're definitely going to get into that without question. Again, it's good to see you guys in the stream. Let's look at the numbers real quick. I'm telling you, this finance one, they're both pretty good, but I couldn't find it on finance.yahoo.com for some reason. Hold on a second. Let me try something real quick. Finance.yahoo. Quote lookup. Marshall Islands to power. Wait a minute. What is that? Quote look. That's not it. That's not what I want. Okay, there it is. Hold on a second, guys. Marshall Island. No, it ain't there either. Hold on. Finance home, personal finance, videos, market industries. Well, we're just going to have to go with the one that we have. It'll definitely work. So, guys, interesting time because they mentioned a blockchain that's pretty popular that I hadn't heard about until this year, but they have an all-time high of $3.28. Yeah, I'm guessing SDR, actually, XRP new to the moon, I'm guessing. Win Mullet is in the building. What's up, Win Mullet? What's up, XRP peeps? Driving to Atlanta today, heading to Orlando tomorrow. Oh, nice. Put over to say hi. We'll be listening. Have a great day, peeps. Yeah, be cool. Be safe on the roads, Win Mullet. Be safe on the roads, my friend. Be safe on the roads. I guess are you going to that XRP meetup? Probably going to the XRP meetup, man. Did you see that XRP? Yeah, what's good with you, miss? Did you see that SPQR media video? A lot of it was a little too on the edge for me, but the stuff on Barron and Gutenberg was quite enlightening as to how XRP got all those connections with the banks. I saw that XRP got. I haven't finished it, but I did see it. I'm an hour into it. It's an hour and 46 minutes, but I am an hour into that. Yes, very, very good, interesting read. Have a good time, Win Mullet, there at the meetup. Unfortunately, me and Miss Crypto Siege had tons of business, and so this week, in fact, this month, and we're not going to be able to hit the road. But have a great time. Tell the fam I said what's up. Tell them I said what's great, and hope you guys have a good time. Ralph Crandon is in the building. All right, guys, let's go over this article. Let me look at the numbers again, just so you guys kind of know what they are. Let me look at that. I use Binance. Anybody know? And for the state of New York, look, Binance US, you can't use Binance US in the state of New York. You can't use Celsius in the state of New York. What would be the besides Coinbase? Is there another place to go to buy digital assets? Another place, that's relatively simple. Would it have to be a Robinhood or what's the other one? Uphold? All right, so here's the numbers. Bitcoin is 8,832. Litecoin is $60.88. XRP is at 24 cents now. Yeah. But he just got into the space and he lives in New York. So, which we're trying to find a place for him, Captain Crypto. Good to see you on the stream. For him to be able to go and purchase Diesel Hound, BitTrue. BitTrue. What's the credit card rate, bank card rate? Anybody know? Is it as high as freaking Coinbase's? I love the Celsius platform, but it's not a great place to just kind of buy straight from there. The Diesel Hound, is BitTrue pretty reasonable in terms of just, US dollar bank card, go buy some, or would he have to put some BTC on there or something else? So XRP is 24 cents, guys. That's good to see. And there's this digital asset called Algo that is up 10.85%. I wonder why. I wonder why. We're going to get into why that's been a big time ramp up. Hey, what's up, family? Deep Mind is in the building. What's good, Deep Mind? I don't know if BitTrue has a bit license, Sam _ Beckett. Good to see you in the stream, my friend. I don't think so, though. Rob Singh is in the building. Good to see you. Let's go over this article, guys, because I'm trying to think which one I should go over first. I'm going to go over Ponder John's first. Some of you guys probably remember when we had Ponder John from Medium. He actually showed up into the stream when we referenced the article. We did a live stream based on his article on Medium, and he showed up on the stream. He hung out for us for a bit. Yeah, he showed up on the stream. So, and we covered two of his articles. I believe we covered both of them, but let's reference this article. Guys, don't forget to smash the likes on the way in if you haven't had a chance to do that yet. So this was the article. I think we did cover it, as a matter of fact. This is from my guy, our boy, Ponder John, dated February 20th of 2020. Central bank digital currencies, more than a micronation experiment with the question mark, right? And I'm just going to go over let me see here. So my personal research has created various theories that I endlessly rant about to friends and colleagues. I go on about hypotheticals around the implementation and rationalization of a central bank digital currency in both the Western and Eastern economic sectors. And I haven't stopped since around 2017. And then he goes on to how he discovered Ripple, right? And the Ripple net. Okay. He says, however, here we shall remain focused on the actual implementation of CBDCs in a very specific market. For the purpose of this paper, it won't hurt to be familiar with the International Monetary Fund, the IMF, as they are a dominant force when it comes to global fiscal oversight. And here's a quick video on the current economic trends coming from the island's inhabitants. So this is a video about the Marshall Islands. It says the Republic of the Marshall Islands, the Republic of the Marshall Islands Central Bank Digital Currency Project is essentially marketed as a Cayman Islands 2.0 pseudo treasury asset. The SOV, which is short for sovereign, is a utility-driven and directly fungible digital asset issued on a federated chain maintained by government-appointed nonprofit. Okay, while a young nation will control the issuance of the currency, it would also be created as a wholly non-USD pegged floating currency. Although issued alongside the dollar, the sovereign will not be associated with the value of the dollar in domestic markets. Supply of the sovereign will be linear, following a 4% issuance year over year based on the total supply cap, and will be distributed to all residents monthly in a form of helicopter money. Helicopter money, that's a phrase to definitely keep in mind, and Google, kind of do your own homework on that as well. Known as universal basic income. It's one idea it's known as. China is doing something very, very similar to this helicopter money to stimulate the economy. Another form of helicopter money, I guess I should say. All of this is outlined in the video below, which is quite the experience if you have the time. There are really intriguing cues in the video that I think offer insight into the real motives of the issuance of the sovereign token. I think that's very, 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 very important. I don't know how long this video is. While the asset issuance is maintained by the government of the Republic, it is unknown who provides the validation services computationally, or which protocols, well, we know that now, or which protocols are employed to encrypt and validate transactions. Secondary and derivative markets around sovereign will require KMC and AML to deter criminal money laundering. The utility of the asset will drive price speculation, according to authorities, which begs the question, which industries will drive liquidity-based utility to affect price? And what I like about it is he's very much so tying the IMF to this. And I think there's a reason for it. And I think that's why he asked this first question here. What is like the initial motive, right? Offer insight into the real motives. What is the real motive of the issuance of this sovereign token? I'm going to put a link in the description for this as well, because I think he is truly, truly on to something. Ripple is perfectly positioned to not only influence the liquidity control of the Marshall Islands, but the strength of the XRP asset in relation to existing stablecoins, fiats, and fiat-based baskets, which is in this test market, can create a near real capitalistic scenario. If the Marshall Islands wish to become the Cayman Islands 2.0 plus blockchain, 2.0 plus blockchain, then that dream is one of the greatest honeypots of the modern era, because the Marshall Islands are one of the largest foreign registers of maritime vessels in the world. The island offers the following services to over 30,000 international non-residents. But he's tying Ripple into this, which I think is significantly important. But I think it's also important that this is a country using a digital asset, and they're saying it's the world's first. Okay, so the same honeypot that will attract nefarious offshore account fanatics while also testing RippleNet protocols at every level of a digital asset-driven economy. But why is the Marshall Islands caught in the middle? We did cover this article, and I remember I went over that as well. So there's some other stuff here, but it's very, very important to understand that there's a little kind of battle going on here. And I think it's important that Ripple and XRP could be in the mix. But more importantly, I think the IMF being involved and being able to hold XRP as an SDR is very much on the table, because of the next article I'm going to share with you guys. And I'm going to share that with you in a few minutes. Let me say hello to some other people coming in the stream. That, as I think, is which is most important, is that I believe that this gives the IMF the green light to begin that process of holding, if you will, a digital asset, and they can use it initially with the Marshall Islands, right? The smaller places, right? You start these testings and stuff in smaller markets first, right? But with a real use case, with a real problem that needs to be solved as well. Not a hypothetical problem, a real problem that does need to be solved. Oh, so did someone say Gemini might be a good place? I totally forgot about Gemini. You guys, the crypticbloom.com says, yep, these are how I moved from New York. yeah, that's the answer. Get out of New York, right? I mean, he just got there. It's Ms. Crypto Siege's brother. Well, there you go. BitTrue does not provide any kind of services for people in the People's Republic of China or residents of Texas, New York, or New York. So BitTrue is not one we can go to. Cryptopolis is in New York. Was talking about one, but I forgot he's in New York. Okay, I'll reach out to him. A Deep Mind says, I believe you're referring to Gemini. Okay. It's faded by few finessed barber salon. What's going on, my friend? Good to see you. Sean XRP is in the building. What's up, bro? I haven't seen you in a while. Good to see you on the stream. Good to see you. Ready for a vacay in that picture. Yeah, I know, right? All right, so I'll think about Gemini. I'll look in the Gemini for him. I appreciate that, guys. Yeah, absolutely, guys. If you haven't had a chance to smash the like on the way, do us a favor. It definitely helps with the algorithm on YouTube. Collapse the chat real quick, go smash the like, and then come back and hang out. So that was from Ponda John, right? You remember that article from Ponda John, and Ponda actually joined the stream and shared some of the reasons why he wrote the article. The first article I was referencing was his XRP mass adoption theory. Very nicely, a lot of you in the chat really complimented him, said how thoroughly it was done, how well written it was done. And this is another one in the same manner, nicely done, very well thought through and nicely written. It really, really is. And it's important today because of this new article here that I'm going to share with you. Again, because it's referencing a blockchain that a lot of people have kind of attached themselves to, is kind of the new and upcoming. And I checked their website out and their different partnerships that they got, and they have some real world use cases going on as well. So I'm gonna make sure you guys can see this, and I'm going to go to this article here. All right, guys. So here's the deal. That worked? It did work. Okay. So this is from prnewswire.com. And again, there is one on finance if you guys have a subscription to finance.yahoo. Marshall Islands to power world's first national digital currency with Algorand. Algorand and SFB Technologies. SFB Technologies to partner with blockchain protocol to provide infrastructure for Marshall Islands sovereign, the SOV, digital currency. SFB Technologies announced today that the blockchain for the world's first national digital currency. A lot of people keep saying they're the world's first on this digital currency thing. The Marshallese sovereign, SOV, will be built using Algorand technology. The sovereign will circulate alongside, excuse me, the US dollar and help the Marshall Islands efficiently operate. Listen to this. Efficiently operate in the global economy. Algorand is the inventor of an open source pure proof of stake. I thought they were mining initially. Maybe they changed. Pure proof of stake blockchain protocol that enables the development of scalable blockchain native solutions for real world use cases. SFB Technologies, the appointed organizer for the Marshallese Sovereign Initiative, chose the Algorand protocol for its speed, scalability, security, and its ability to effectively implement required compliance controls and the transaction finality needed for national currency. I'm wondering who has some more insight into Algo. I would love to hear it if you guys know. Algorand was selected after extensive market research among the leading protocol options, said Jim Wagner, co-founder and CTO of SFB Technologies. The company has already powered several mainstream use cases, and thanks to its unique feature, the platform has the functionality required to issue, manage, and distribute the SOV on a global level. This partnership ensures that the SOV will be built on a scalable and secure platform. The Marshall Islands' vision for global participation and inclusion in open financial systems by harnessing the benefits of blockchain technology is aligned with a truly global and decentralized society that we believe is made possible with our technology, said the founder of Algorand, Silvio Micali. And I want to say something about, someone was saying that this Silvio guy is quite the genius. He's done some other things as well. We are proud to support the country on its groundbreaking journey towards mainstream digital currency adoption. The government of the Marshall Islands will oversee the sovereign and leverage the combination of Algorand's blockchain functionality and SFB Technologies' identity management and compliance platform. Kenneth Keddy, Speaker of the Marshallese Parliament, expressed, "I'm excited about the technological partnership with Algorand. With it, a strong alliance is forming to develop the sovereign project. This is another milestone towards developing the Marshall Islands financial services industry. The sovereign supply will be algorithmically fixed to grow at 4% each year to prevent runaway inflation." Wow, got it in the algorithm. The sovereign will be introduced through a token pre-sale. Rights to future sovereign will be sold in a series of auctions as part of a time-release monetary issuance, which is expected to begin this year. Isn't that very, very interesting to me? A token pre-sale of a digital asset for a country, and they're going to have a token pre-sale. Isn't that interesting? So I'll tell you a little bit about each one. Okay, so about SFB Technologies. SFB is a technology provider focused on developing the blockchain infrastructure that is necessary to bring together digital currencies and mainstream regulatory compliances. Sort of I'm guessing along the likes of Elliptic and along the likes of Chainalysis. So SFB Technologies is a forerunner in the field of sovereign cryptos and has deep expertise in combining the best features of corporate, government, and digital currencies to create a new type of sovereign money. Very interesting. So here's Algorand. Algorand Inc. built the world's first open source, another one of these world first, open source permissionless pure proof of stake blockchain protocol for the next generation of financial products. This blockchain, the Algorand protocol, is the brainchild of Turing Award-winning cryptographer Silvio Micali. I thought I heard something about this guy being kind of a genius. It's probably no David Schwartz, but hey, a technology company dedicated to removing friction in financial exchange. Algorand Inc. is powering a financial evolution by enabling the creation and exchange of value, building new financial tools and services while providing responsibly private features. Interesting article. Algorand, Marshall Islands, their own national digital currency. So that brings me to the title of the stream. Did this just green light and open the door for the IMF to start that process of custodying or having digital assets in the basket? Acid Burn Van Wyck at Crypto Siege. Hey, brother. Much love from South Africa. Wow, man, I appreciate you being here, my friend. Yay, made a live stream. I hear you, my friend. I'm glad to see you in the stream, all the way from South Africa, guys. Cookie Mutt is in the building. Another walled garden for XRP. That's exactly right, Cookie Mutt. And that's my point, is if a nation now has their own digital currency, and the IMF is wanting to allow them to operate in the global economy, the use of XRP would be necessary, and they could hold it. The IMF could hold it and to begin issuing it that way. That could be one way. That could be one way. Yeah, I mean, XRP Lava is not. I mean, it was at 30 cents just a few days ago. It has an all-time high of 38 cents. Streaming issue. What's going on with the buffering here? Hold on. I know I'm buffering. Hopefully it's not messing up too much. Are we back? Another wall gone for XRP. XRP Lava said, I missed the liftoff on Algo, so got pissed and never dove in. Wow. Oh, so they had like an IPO or whatever. TJ Jackson is in the building. Good to see you. William Leather, how are you, my friend? Good to see you. XRP and more XRP. That's exactly right. Hopefully this is back. Malta and Liechtenstein. Watch out for those countries as well. Absolutely. Look at that. Listen to Acid Burn Van Wyck says at Crypto Siege, 3-tier system coming up, brother. XRP equals layer 1. Central bank digital currency equals layer 2. CBD masses currency equals layer 3. I like that. That's what I'm thinking. That's a great point, Acid Burn Van Wyck. That's what I'm thinking, Getaway Car 3. The crypto doors open for the IMF. That's what I'm thinking from this. That's what it sounds like to me. That's what it feels like. And shout out again to Ponder John, who came up with this whole a lot of this thought process in his own homework and due diligence, learning about at the time when that was a project that the Marshall Islands were looking to do. And he also, in that article, references kind of this battle or tug of war going on there between the Marshall Island and who wants to kind of stay there as a reserve currency, because right now it is the dollar, right? Martin 958, hey dude, what's up with you, Martin 958? That's right, Deep Mind. Looking forward to see what Algorand has cooking up for the 5G space in cahoots with FUB researchers. Yes, I saw that. They got like, what, 5 to 7 kind of things in progress, real world use cases, working with some company called blockchain.com as well. Yeah, so that's an interesting thing there. I have some Algo. In fact, I have quite a bit of Algo. But it was kind of, I went after Algo because I saw the the staking, and I was looking like, why is Binance US, Celsius is getting ready to add Algo, as well as a staking. It's got to be a demand for it, right? It's got to be some big demand for it. That's kind of how I looked at it. Ronnie, what does that say? Ron the Crypto Keeper. Oh man, love that name. What's up, Siege and the rest of XRP family? What's up with you, man? Good to see you here, Ron. Jorge Pacheco is in the building. Hi there, Crypto Siege from France. Have you noticed the BIS since yesterday tweeting like crazy? Yeah, it seems they are trying to say something. Yeah, quickly. Absolutely. I did a stream. I did an XRP Ripple Daily News about the BIS and how they're in the news lately. Lots of stuff going on, Jorge. I sure did. Deep Mind Lab Visionaries. Impressive. It really, really is. And again, we said it's going to be more winners. We understand who the champ is. We get that. We understand that XRP is the champ. We get that. But there are going to be other winners. They're going to be other winners. And to get a nation to choose their blockchain, I think that speaks volumes. I really do. I think it speaks volumes. Yes, indeed. That's what it's up over 10% right now, Deep Mind. Deep Mind says need to up my algo stash. Yeah, it's up over 10%, 13%. So the word is out. The word is out, bro. The word is out. The word is out. I might have to just buy straight up on Binance and just get it. Because I think, or Binance US, either one. But you're right. The word is out, man. Yeah. I mean, it's 13%. Because that's huge news. I bought a bunch of algae like at 33 and 35 cents. But man, I got to tell you, I think it's good news. But most important, I really do feel like, Deep Mind, that this gives the IMF the green light to start holding digital assets in that basket of theirs. I really do believe that. I really do believe that it's given them that. Cookie Month says the Marshall Islands were talking about this ages ago. They were warned not to replace the U.S., which they haven't. Yeah, that's why they're saying right now, Cookie Month, great point. It's alongside of the USD, right? It's alongside the USD. Yeah, and they're going to have an IPO. They're going to have a what is it? Yeah, it's not an IPO, but I guess you would call it an IPO. I mean, they're going to have a pre-release of the token. The sovereign, I think that's very, very interesting that they're doing it that way. I really do, but I'm thinking green light for the IMF. That's why I titled the stream the way I did. I really do think that's the green light. I mean, I know we've seen that video time and time again with Ross Leckow and Brad Garlinghouse on the stage. And you remember he said, the question was, will the IMF ever hold or custody a digital asset? And he said, in order for them to do that, a country or a nation would have to have a digital asset as their own national currency. And that is exactly what they just announced there. TJ Jackson says, collapse the chat, hit the likes and subscribe if you're enjoying the content. Road to 5K subs. Absolutely. Thank you, TJ Jackson. I appreciate that. Yeah, I really do think that's the green light. I hear you, Deep Mind. We'll wait for a pullback. I don't buy green candles. I hear you, man. I'm like, whoa. Yeah, it's one of the fastest going right now. It's a lot of green, and that's one of the highest right now at double figures. Yep. Yep. Yeah. So that's that's very, very interesting. Yeah, and I'm not sure if it's gonna be pulling. Obviously, it's gonna pull back, but what is it gonna pull back to? If it goes to 42 or 43 cents, it could pull back to just 38, where we are now. So that's kind of interesting. Yeah, that's a great point, Deep Mind. Digital asset custody and global regulatory framework. How could the IMF not be involved in custody? And that's the thing. The country is now, they're doing it. It's a deal, right? So they got the KYC and the AML. They met all the requirements with this, utilizing SFB technologies. They got it on this blockchain, this permissionless, the whole Algorand blockchain. It checks the boxes, what it feels like to me. And it is, and I get it. It's for the nation. So it's a walled garden, but they're talking about global economy. That's what the article said. They want to have more. They want to be more inclusive into the global island. Now they have a national currency. All they need now is be able to get to other countries, and that's where XRP falls in line. But my guess is the IMF somehow would have to be involved in that somehow, or maybe not. I mean, who knows? Ripple could just go and do its own thing. Right? Ripple, the company, can just go and do its own thing. So we'll see how that plays out. But that article from Ponder John, let me get that article. I'm gonna link it in the chat here for you guys. Hold on one second. Let me see if I can't pull this up for you guys, because I think it's, again, the timing of this is pretty significant. It really is pretty significant. Hold on a second. It's loading, guys. There it is. Let's copy it. Let me put this in the stream for you guys. Shout out to Ponder John. Deep Mind says, how do you think gold might be a part of this siege? That's a very interesting point that you bring up, my friend. I don't know. Here's the thing this is some of the things that I've been kind of looking into and researching. I have recently discovered that the U.S., and I can't verify it yet, I'm still looking into it, has begun, actually pretty much has ended their reparation. What is that word? Is it they went out. I can't remember the name of that word. REPATRAITED. In other words, they've gone out and gotten the gold that was ultimately theirs. They've gotten it back from the distant nations from the other nations that held the gold. Repatriated, something like that. Yeah. This is what I'm hearing. They got all of it back, and it's been counted, weighed, and accounted for. That the Donald has done this. This is what I'm hearing and understanding. Now I have to do some more research to get that kind of verified, but this is what I'm hearing. That this has been done. This has been done. They got all the gold. Yeah, that word right there. How do you pronounce that? Is that repatriated? Thank you, Deep Mind. Yes, that's the one. Yes. Yep. That's the one right there, Deep Mind. Yeah, from all the nations, and it's been counted and weighed, accounted for. All of it. Because we all know about countries and nations having gold. They'll have them in different places. And there have been some places that tried to get back their own gold and couldn't get it back. Could not get it back. I think that happened to Spain. But the United States apparently has. And what my insiders are telling me is that there is going to be a U.S.-backed currency, U.S. gold-backed currency, but it's not going to be fully backed by gold. It's going to have other assets as well to back it. Yeah, I'm not as much as a believer on this next part as I am on the first two. I'm a believer on the first part. United States, the Donald went out there and got their gold back. That's their gold. I could see the Donald doing that. I could see him making a point of doing that. I can also see the U.S. dollar. We all know Judy Shelton, right? The Donald, right? U.S. They want to go back to the gold standard. There's also apparently this standard or system called the Global Gold Standard or System, GGS, Global Gold Standard or System, one or the other. But here's the thing, that they're saying that the dollar, this new gold-backed dollar, 60%, 50%, 60% backed by gold, and then the rest by other assets, is going to be called the USN. The USN. Not so sure about that one, but in any case, that's a great point that you bring up, Deep Mind, about how gold is going to play a part in all of this. Aaron Vallette, Marshall Islands, my friend, Marshall Islands. Good to see you on the stream, Aaron Vallette. GXRP is in the building. Good to see you. Yes, Siege, is this clickbait? Is what clickbait, Mr. Window? Good to see you, my friend. So I just went over an article about the Marshall Islands and their own national digital currency. It's called the Sovereign, SOV. I'm gonna link I'll link the article again in the I'll put it in. Wait a minute, did that work? Yep. It's from a guy, new family member, Ponda Jaunt from Twitter, who actually showed up in the stream when we covered his article on Medium. He actually showed up. There it is there. Aaron Velez says, just read your article. Good stuff. Absolutely. Yeah. Well, Mr. Wendell, do you remember when I'm sure you do. You're a big time community member, an XRP community member. Do you remember when Ross Leckow sat on the stage with Brad Garlinghouse and a question was asked from the audience? They turned their questions in and they put it up on the screen on the board. Would the IMF ever custody or hold a digital asset? And he hemmed around, hemmed around, and said, the only way for us to be able to do that as a nation would have to have a digital asset as their own national currency. A country would have to have their own digital asset as their own national currency. Remember when he said that? Yeah. Well, I just read an article about the Marshall Islands with their own national digital currency. And of course, they're saying they're the first. And that's what I just linked in the description, Mr. Winner, if you want to check that out. TJ Jackson, good point. Also notice the question mark attached to the caption. And Ponder goes into deep detail about what's really kind of going on there. There's this battle about wanting to come off the U.S. dollar, and the military being over there. It's a lot to that. So you want to definitely read that article. Yeah. Yeah, exactly, DeepMind. And that's my thing too. I have to get a final confirmation on that. And I don't know, and again, this is kind of insider, but I don't know where to kind of go from that. But here's the thing that I do know. United States, China, Russia, massively buying, central banks massively buying gold as of late, right? The last 5-7 years, massive amount. So I could see the Donald, in addition to that, purchasing, going out and getting the gold that he feels the good old US of A should have. I mean, I could see that. I really could. I could see that being a move. I could see President Trump being very, very intentional in doing that. I really can. I really, really can. Right, guys, 82 people on the stream, 57 likes. Do me a favor, smash the like on the, if you didn't get a chance to smash the like on the way in, smash the like if you're enjoying the content. Just collapse the chat, go smash the like, and then come back and hang out. You do. Deep Mind says, I do know Germany has, my God, repatriated about half of his gold so far. How about that? Yep. Yep. So it looks as though the U.S., kind of, the Donald directed has gone back and got their gold, or is looking to get their gold back, right? And so when you think about that, and you think, and it feels as though, Shelton's going to get the nod. And here's her thing, a gold back currency in a cryptocurrency kind of way. What does that mean? And then you throw in now what seems as though the IMF now having a green light to hold something. And then the previous articles on live streams where we covered where it's felt as though the IMF has not done enough with their SDRs. This would be a good kind of test, would it not? Would it not? I think it would. James Shepard says, yo, what's good with you, James Shepard? Steve O.D. is in the building. What's up, brother? What's great with you, my friend? Charlie G is here, says, good morning, family. Yep. I can see Trump buying mass amounts of gold. He hates the Fed. Yep. And you throw in Judy Shelton into the mix, well, it looks like she's going to get the nod. And she wants to move towards this gold-backed currency. But when she did not have to throw in a cryptocurrency kind of way. So, very interesting. Happy Monday, says Steve Stevenson. Hey, Steve, good to see you, bro. Yeah, it is Celsius payday. That's exactly right. I didn't check on it yet, but you're right, it is. Aaron Velez says, gold willing the confidence builder into the new financial monetary system for the masses. Confidence builder. I like it. That's a good way to put it. The digital assets will be there. This new wealth paradigm shift takes place. And that's a good way of putting it too. Confidence. Everyone recognizes gold as a store value. Everyone in every nation. There's not going to be any argument. And that's also what I heard as well, that these other nations were going to be doing the same thing that the U.S. is looking to do. Gold back their currency. Gold back their currency. That's another thing I heard as well, Deep Mind. And also what I heard as well is that Iraq, China, USD are in talks with this new dollar, right? You have to now agree on a new rate, right? Rate of exchange, the whole 9 yards, because it's a new currency now. So new dollar, it's a new Russian ruble, it's a new Iraqi dinar, right? This is what I'm hearing as well. Deep Mind had to leave? Oh, yeah, you did. Got to run, family. Peace out. See you on the text to read for later, Seeds. Peace. All right, bro. Be safe, Deep Mind. We'll talk to you soon, brother. I don't know, but remember Mr. Window. Mr. Window says, well, XRP needs something like gold to back it if it has utility backing it. I don't know. Well, Aaron Verlet says, what about the dinar? My understanding, this is just from some people that I know, that the dinar, the dollar, the Russian, they're all going to this gold pack currency. So it's a new currency. So they have to agree on the new rate for these currencies, right? China has to agree with the U.S. U.S. has to agree with Iraq. Iraq has to agree with China, in terms of exchange, a new rate on a dinar. So it's the dinar, the U.S. thing as well. And my understanding that just recently China and the U.S. agreed on the new U.S. N is what they're calling this new U.S. dollar. That's the one that I'm a little hesitant to believe. Now, that's just the name, but USN to me doesn't make sense. But that's apparently what it's going to be called. Aaron Vallette, that is the deal. I don't know. I'm trying to kind of get it and try to figure some stuff out. Aaron Vallette says, will the old currency get exchanged then? I don't know how the U.S. is going to do their thing. Last I heard was from Lynn. This was from Lynette Zhang. This was her impression of what was going to happen. What she believes in an oncoming negative interest rates. And she believes that the dollar is going to become more expensive to hold and that this digital asset will have more value to it. So in other words, if you have $100 and you put it in the bank, tomorrow you're going to have 90. And if you take it out, you're going to get even charged more. So it's going to become more expensive to hold the old currency. And that everybody's going to turn to their digital currency that's looking like it's going to be somehow or another backed by gold. XRP Joe, good morning. Didn't get the notification. I know YouTube's terrible, my friend. So that's where that's what I'm kind of thinking. That's what it's kind of looking like. But this is some stuff that I'm still working on to verify. I wanted to, not that I don't trust my sources, but I would like more and more verification. So, I mean, again, these are the latest things that I'm hearing. United States is on the move. Actually, they've actually completed this repatriation. What is it? Reparation, where they're getting back. I can't pronounce that word. Right, where they're getting back their gold from other nations, and that has all been accounted for, weighed, counted, and accounted for. Repatriate, right? That's what I'm told. And that there is going to be a gold-backed U.S. dollar. It's not going to be fully backed. It's going to be 50 to 60% perhaps per back. And then the rest will be of other assets. Don't know what those other assets are going to be. Yep. And that this new dollar is going to be called the USN, which I'm trying to get what that would mean. Would that mean new U.S. dollar? I don't know what the N could stand for. Makes for a forced transition to take place. Makes sense. Exactly. And that's what Zhang was saying. They're going to give you a choice, but ultimately, are you going to keep losing money by holding the old dollars? And she also said that, what was it? I forget. The old dollar. So if the old dollar is going to be considered something called the Wild Wild West money. Wild Wild West money. And that the new dollar, she believes from what she's hearing, that they're going to have this new chip or whatever into in this new currency. And so they'll know whether you're losing, money on deposit and exchanging versus not losing money on deposit and withdrawals because it'll have the chip in it. And so this is how they're going to be able to recognize the different money. So we shall see. We shall see. N may stand for now. Okay, U.S. dollar now. That's a good one. Me and Miss Crypto Cheese were trying to figure something out, man. XRP Joe, I appreciate that. Guys, if you haven't had a chance, go check out XRP Joe's channel. He's got a channel, young guy in the space now. Go to his own channel. Just go support him. XRP, that's a good one right there, XRP Joe. It might be for now. U.S. dollar now. Kind of like Fed now. Ooh, maybe. That's a good one. Gold will go astronomical, and I believe that to be the case. And let's not forget that agreement expired with, I don't know if it was with the central banks or the IMF, but it expired a few months ago, 9 months ago, 10 months ago, and now there is no longer a barrier in terms of being able to price gold. There's no longer, it can be priced at whatever they want to price it at. Right, so that's very, very interesting. Hey, Key Harris, good to see you on the stream. my friend. Yeah, I know. It's getting scary. It's getting scary, Mr. Wendell. Getting very, very scary. So, guys, listen. So that is the word on the street. The IMF just might have been given the green light to custody or hold digital assets. Because Ross Gleckow said on stage with Brad Garlinghouse, the only way the IMF will be able to custody or hold a digital asset is if a country had a digital asset as their national country. And we just discovered that the Marshall Islands did just that. XRP Harlem says, great. What's going on with you, XRP Harlem? Aaron M is in the building. Aaron M says that Crypto Seeds, here's the problem with gold. Last recession, gold didn't run because the big players sold it off to offset their losses. That could happen again. It could. I think the only reason why it could be different is now that that agreement is expired in terms of pricing of gold. And so I don't know if that would help or deter the sell-off or not, to be honest with you. But the fact that they're now in a position where they can price and value gold without a limitation from that agreement, I think could be substantial. Ripple ads on the side of a London bus, says James Shepard. Wow. Yeah, so that is the latest, guys. I think that is very, very interesting. There was some interesting thing about Azimo in the Philippines with Ripple. That's going to be a massive partnership. But yeah, so I wanted to kind of spread that word just for you guys that might be algo holders. Please definitely check out that article from Ponder John and Medium. Is this it? Yes, it's a great read. And again, I've had a chance to message with him back and forth on Twitter and personal emails as well. Really, really sharp guy. And yeah, he's looking to kind of do some work together as well. So hopefully we can get him on the channel as well to kind of share some of his insight. I got to tell you, it's a great, great read. You know, it's a great, great read. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap this video up, wrap this stream up. I got to get on a call here real quick. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out. I appreciate hanging out with me on a early morning, early afternoon. Exciting times to be in the digital asset space, guys, without question. Exciting time. Don't do me a favor and smash the likes on the way out. And have a great day. I'll see you guys later on this afternoon in 2 or 3 hours, probably, if not later this evening. All right, guys, listen, I'm going to wrap up the stream like I do all of my streams and remind you of this. Old money doesn't want you to win. They don't want us to win. They would rather us remain a cog in their perpetual wheel of trading our time for dollars. They don't want us to play in the same playground that they play in, where we allow our money to work for us. This is our chance to win, guys. The digital asset space is our chance to win. We are in the midst of the greatest transfer of wealth in the history of man. Are you participating, or are you standing on the sidelines? Here's what I do know, that the battle for you has already been fought, and the victory is yours. Go get it. I'll talk to you soon, guys. See ya. Bye.